8th. Alright, the question is, find the height of the tree when it is found that walking 20 meter away from it, right, in a horizontal level, the angle of elevation changes from 60 to 30. Check this now. In the 8th sum, let's make a story. There is a tree, guys. There is a tree. I am out here, I'm looking at the tree. On the tree, there is a monkey. I'm teasing the monkey. I like monkeys though. I'm teasing it. Okay. The angle of elevation is 60 degrees right now. Hi, monkey. Now what I'm doing is, monkey is mad at me. He's gone mad at me. He started running and he just pounced on me. I ran. I moved away. 20 meters. I ran. And I reached here. Now, the monkey was idiot. He was out there only. He was just trying to, just irritate me. Now, when I saw that monkey on the same tree, the angle of elevation was found out to be 30. So, this is how the diagram looks like. Let me call this as A, B, C and D. You have to find out two things. One is this X and one is the height of the tree Y. Now, for such questions, go monotonous. First, always start with a smaller triangle. In triangle ABC, angle B is 90. Use the formula for tan. Tan 60 is opposite upon adjacent. So, tan 60 is y by x. So, root 3 cross multiply x is equals to y. Put this as equation number 1. Next, take the bigger triangle ABD. Never ever take the obtuse triangle. In triangle ABD, tan 30 is opposite. Opposite is y. Upon adjacent, don't tell me 20, I'll punch you. It should be 20 plus x, nah, the whole thing. Few of nuts, they say 20x. Arre, what nonsense? You are multiplying this, you have to add it here. So it's going to be 20 plus x. Tan 30, we know it's 1 over root 3. This should be y upon 20 plus x. Cross multiply, please. 20 plus x is equals to root 3y. Now, instead of y, can we substitute? Can we put root 3x? Oi, listen na. Can you see y? Here, this is y. Can you see y? Here. Take this. Can you see y is root 3x? Throw. So, I am going to get 20 plus x is root 3 bracket y is root 3x. So 20 plus x is equals to root 3 into root 3 makes it 3. So 20 is equals to 2x. Hey, come on, shift it. Subtraction. So guys, x is equals to 10. If you put back the value, throw back the value of x out here, you get y is equals to 10 root 3. Which is 10 into 1.732, which makes it 17.32 meters. So, can I say that the height of the tree is 17.32 meters? Perfect. So, this was my question number 8 for you all. Let's go back to the 9th question. Proceed. 9th. Two pillars of equal heights, they stand on either side of the roadway. Fine. Which is 150 meters wide. At a point somewhere in between the roadways, the angle of elevations of the two pillars are 60 and 30 respectively. Then find the point, okay, the point on the ground which is at a distance from both the pillars. Nice, simple. Look, two pillars are of equal heights, equal lengths. So, obviously, if this is y, this will also be y. same length. There is a point somewhere, not in the middle, I am sorry, somewhere in between. Let's take this point. If this is A, B and C, D, let the point be M. Now when you observe from M on D and from M on B, these are the angle of elevations. One of them is 60 and one of them is 30. And the distance between the two pillars is 150, I guess. Let's say, let this distance AM be X. So can I say that MC will be 150 minus X? Oh, come on. If the entire is 150, if one small portion is X, the other portion is 150 minus X. Perfect. I need to find this point, the distance X and the other distance. First, what I'll do is, I'll start with this triangle, ABM. So in triangle ABM, tan 60 is opposite upon adjacent, y upon x. So root 3 cross multiply, x is equals to y. Equation number 1. Next, let's start with tan 30, opposite upon adjacent. So tan 30 should be y upon 150 minus x. This will be 1 by root 3. Y upon 150 minus x. Cross multiply. 150 minus x is equals to root 3 into y. Can I substitute just like the previous sum? In place of y, I will be putting root 3x out here. So you have 150 minus x is equal to 3x, because out here, if you substitute root 3x, root 3 into root 3 is 3, it becomes 3x. So 150, shift it on the other side, is equals to 4x. X is 150 divided by 4. I guess that's 4 ones are 4, 3s are 12, carry forward 3, 4 7s are 0.5. That means from one of the pillars, the distance of the point is 37.5 meters, and the other pillar, it should be 150 minus 37.5, which is 112.5 meters. Right? So from one pillar, distance is this, and from the other pillar, it is 112.5 meters. Perfect. So that's my next question. Question number 9 for you all. Come to the 10th one. Alright, the question demands, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is observed to be 60. At a point 30 meter above the first point of observation, when you observe the tower top again, the angle of elevation is found out to be 45. Listen, it's a nice, easy question. Understand the English. Read the sum couple of times again. Fine. I was right now at the ground level. I was out here. Ground level A. There was a tower. There was a tower out here. PQ. When I saw the tower, this angle of elevation was found out to be 60 degrees right now. Now I went to the building top. There is a building at the base where I am standing. This building is 30 meter high. Now, out here, I am out here. From this point, from the top of the tower, which is 30 meter high, I observed the same point, and the angle was found out to be 45. You need to have some reference. Can I say this angle is 45? Fine, perfect. Tell me one thing. If this is 30, obviously this will also be 30 up till this point. Okay, what do you have to find? You have to find this value and you have to find this value, AP and QM. Let's begin. Simple. Let's start with one of the smaller upper triangle. Tan 45 is opposite, which is x. X upon the adjacent nm. Nm is y. Tan 45 is 1. X upon y. Cross multiply. X is equal to y. Chuck. Equation number 1. Next. Tan 60. It is opposite. Opposite is the entire thing. 60 is the complete coverage. X plus 30 upon y. Okay, tan 60 is root 3. Instead of y, when you cross multiply, instead of y, can I put x? Because x is equal to y. This should be x plus 30. Shift x on the other side. Root 3x minus x is equal to 30. Now remember one thing, there is a way to solve this, right? There is a trick, a method. Take x common. Root 3 minus 1 is equal to 30. Multiplication on the other side becomes division. 30 upon root 3 minus 1. Never put the value when the root is in the denominator. Never. When the root is in the denominator, please rationalize. Multiply and divide by root 3 plus 1. So the numerator becomes 30 into root 3 plus 1. Denominator a minus b into a plus b. It is a square minus b square. Fine. So I'm just continuing it out here. So my answer will be 30 bracket root 3. Now I can put as 1.732 plus 1. Perfect. Alright. Upon 2. So my answer should be 15 into 2.732. When you add this, whatever the answer is going to be, that should be the answer of your x also, and that should be your answer of your y also. Because in this sum, can I say x is equal to y? So guys, go ahead with these 3 sums. I have around 5 to 6 more sums for you all of different variety, different categories. Alright guys, next question. Beautiful one. A difficult one as well. Again, the question which I'm doing right now has not appeared in the board exam till now because it has a connectivity of some physics, speed, distance, time. But let's see, let's do it now. I don't want to run any risks with you all. The question is, a man who is on a top of a cliff observes the boat out there at an angle of depression of 30 degrees, which is sailing towards the shore to a point immediately beneath him. 3 minutes later, the angle of depression turns to be 60 degrees. Assuming that the boat sails with a uniform speed, determine how much more time will it take to reach the shore. Second, the speed of the boat in meter per second if the height of the cliff is 500 meters. That's a nice question, dude. Nice one. We're on the 11th question. Let's say this is the lighthouse or this is a cliff. The man is out here. Point A, cliff point B. This is the shore and this is the sea. Now this is the shore, sea. Man observed that the boat initially was out here and the angle of depression, it is always measured with respect to the x-axis, was 30 degrees. Z formation, interior alternate angles, wouldn't this also be 30? The boat is sailing towards the man, towards the shore, this way. After 3 minutes, so can I say the time span from here to here is 3 minutes. That is from C to D, 3 minutes. Now, if the man observes the boat, the angle of depression is found out to be 60 degrees. Lovely. What a beautiful question. how long will it take to reach the shore? So they are asking me the time taken from B to D, and they're also saying that the cliff is 500-meter high. Let this distance BD be X and let the distance DC be Y. So the distances are X and Y. Let the time taken out here be T. Alright, beautiful sum. Speed remains the same, uniform speed. That means speed from B to D is equal to speed from D to C. Perfect. Let's start with the this one. This is 60 degrees, guys. Come on, the Z formation. Let's start with the smaller triangle. In triangle ABD, I can say tan 60 is going to be opposite upon adjacent. Adjacent is X. So this is going to be root 3x cross multiply is equals to 500. So X will be 500 upon root 3. Chuck it for the moment. Next, in triangle ABC, tan 30 is opposite. Opposite is 500 upon adjacent. OA. Adjacent is X plus Y. Complete package. Tan 30 1 by root 3. 500 upon X plus Y. Cross multiply. X plus Y is equals to 500 multiplied by root 3. Lovely. What you do is you substitute the value of X out here and shift it. So you get Y is equals to 500 root 3 minus X, which is 500 over root 3. Cross multiply. Y should be, come on, what is root 3 into root 3? I'm tired. 3 into 500, 1500 minus 500. That makes it 1000 upon root 3. Rationalize. So you get 1000 into 1.732 upon root 3 into root 3, which is 3. Cancel it. 3 ones are 3, 0.5, carry forward 2, 7, carry forward 2, 7. It goes on, 0.577 into 1000. So approximately the value of Y should be 577 meters. Alright, now that's Y for y'all. Y. Find X also, please. Here you can find out the value of X itself. Rationalize again. Root 3 upon 3. That makes it 500 into 1.732 upon 3. Oi, listen. So X will be 500 into 0.577. Perfect. This answer will come out to be the half of the previous answer. That will be 288.5 approx meters. So we found out the two distances X and Y. I have to find the time of BD. Now we have a formula, speed is equal to distance upon time. Speed is distance upon time. If you're talking about the DC, the distance is Y and the time taken is 3 minutes, which is 3 into 60 seconds. So speed will be Y, 577 upon 3 into 60. That's how much? 180. This is meters per second. Speed remains the same. So even B to D, this was from C to D. Now D to B. D to B also the speed remains the same. Same formula. Speed is equals to distance upon time. The speed is 577 upon 180. Distance is 500 into 0.577 x upon time. Now if you shift the 3 decimals, it will be into 1000. 577 vanishes. So time taken is 18 into 5, which is going to be 90 seconds, and that is going to be 1.5 or 1.5 minutes. What a beautiful question. Look at the length of the sum. Usually such a sum does not appear in the board exam, but it was simple. How I went ahead with the sum is, I took this triangle, found out the base x. I took the bigger triangle, found out the base y. I used the formula speed is distance upon time. I found out speed. Speed remains uniform, they have mentioned. So whatever the speed of the boat is from C to D, the boat moves with the same speed from D to B. So speed we knew, we found out the distance, we calculated time. So go through this sum number 11, wonderful question. And then we should proceed with 4 more questions. Alright guys, proceeding with the 11th question. Right, I beg your pardon, we're just done with the 11th, the 12th question. A person is standing on the bank of a river, right? So there is a river and there is a tree on the opposite side of a river. And the person observes the top of the tree and the angle of elevation is 60 degrees. So let's say this is a river. Okay, a river, a stupid diagram. Okay, this is a horizontal river. Okay, out here on the bank of the tree, on the bank of the river, there is a tree. And the person is standing out here on the opposite side. When he observes the top of the tree, the angle of elevation is 60 degrees. Now what he does is, he moves 40 meters away from the river. And from this position, he again observes the top of the tree. And this time the angle of elevation is 30. So let's say this is point A, point B, point C and point D. And this is the river. A river is not used, just some sort of a design purpose I've made this. Right, can I say let this distance be x and let this height be y? A very monotonous sum. Can I say that first we start with the smaller triangle? In triangle ABD, come on guys, we have done such a sum. In triangle ABD, tan 60 is opposite upon adjacent. So this is going to be tan 60, yes, opposite is y, adjacent is x. The value of tan 60 is root 3. Hey, come on, cross multiply. X goes on the other side. Root 3x is equals to y. Put this as equation number 1. Take the bigger version, the bigger triangle. In triangle DAC, obviously assuming it to be 90 degrees. So in triangle DAC, guys, tan 30 is opposite. So tan 30 is opposite upon adjacent. Adjacent is the complete thing, which is x plus 40. Tan 30, the value is 1 by root 3. It is y upon x plus 40. Cross multiply. You get x plus 40 up is equal to root 3 into y. Now you'll tell me one thing. From this equation, in place of y, this root 3x, can I substitute out here? So y is equal to root 3x I'm going to put out here. So let's come out here. So I can say x plus 40 is equals to root 3. Hey, root 3 was there already. I'm not touching it. In place of y, root 3x. So x plus 40, root 3 into root 3 makes it 3x. So 40 is equals to 2x. Hey, come on, x goes on the other side. So x is equals to 20. X, this value, can you put it, resubstitute it back in the first equation? So we get y is equal to root 3 into x, which is 20. So y is equal to 1.732 into 20. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 7s are 14, 1 2 3, 34.64 meter. That should be your answer to the question number 12. So in my question, they are asking me, find the height of the tree correct up till 2 decimals. All right. Correct up till 2 decimals. So I guess I have got this answer. That's y, which is the height of the tree. Also, they are demanding for the width of the river. Can I say, guys, this itself is the width of the river, which is x. And can I say the width of the river is 20. In the board exams, at the end, final step has to be word format. And 20 meters, 34.64 meters. So the units are of great importance. All right, proceeding with my next question. This one was the 12th one for you all. Right, 13th question. The horizontal distance between the two towers is 75 meter. The angular depression of the top of the first tower, when seen from the top of the second, which is 160 meter high, all right, is 45 degrees. This English is very pathetic. It's not that easy to understand this. Listen. There are two towers. One is a small tower and one is a tall one. Okay, let's say I am living in this tall tower and my girlfriend is living in the short tower. Yeah, so she, the beautiful woman, she's out here. And I am out here, right? So I'm in the tall tower, my girlfriend is living in the short tower. The distance between the two towers, this one, is 75 meters. So far I am from her. What to do here? But we'll manage something out. Now listen, understand the English. The angular depression, depression means down. Angular depression from the top of the second tower. From the top of the second tower, seen on the first tower, is 45 degrees and this second tower is 160 meter high. Depression. Now obviously this cannot be the angle. Angle has to be with respect to the x-axis. Make the x na. This one. Okay, so can I say this is going to be 45 degrees. Construction. You can also make this, oh come on, yeah, Z formation, interior alternate angles. This will also be 45. What I was saying is, if this is 75, this will also be 75. Let this tower be x, so obviously x, and upper portion, this upper one, will be 160 minus x. Array, this much guys. Because entire is 160, out of 160, if x goes away, so the remnant is 160 minus x. So these are two towers. This is tower 1 and this is tower 2. I can start with the triangle, the upper triangle, this one. Tan 45 is opposite upon adjacent. So I start with tan 45. Opposite is 160 minus x. Upon adjacent is 75. Tan 45, the value is 1. 160 minus x over 75, cross multiply. Get x out here. Get 75 on the other side. 160 minus 75, I guess it's 85. So that is it. X, what is x? Come on, it is the height of the small tower in which my girlfriend, my bae, is living. So I can say that the height of the tower is 85 meters. And that's what was asked. Perfect, lovely. Right, two more sums from my side to wind up this chapter. I have selected all the varieties. 14th question. Okay, from the top of a hill, the angles of depression of 2 kilometer stones are 30 degrees and 45 degrees respectively. Find the distance between the two stones. Right. Okay, it's a very simple question again, nothing great about it. So in the 14th question, there is a hill. I am sitting on the top of the hill. I'm sitting out there, A point. I can see two stones. We call them as kilometer stones because they are 1 kilometer apart. 1 kilometer means, can I say 1,000 meters apart? All right, lovely. So when I see the first stone, the angle of depression is 45. Obviously, this is a greater angle, larger opening. And the second one is a smaller angle. So this angle has to be less, 30 degrees. Let me call this as X and let me call this as Y. They have asked me, find the distance of the two stones from the hill. That means stone 1 and stone 2 from the hill. That's what I need to find out. Okay, seems pretty simple, very monotonous. Okay, this was 30 and this was 45 degrees. Let's start with the trend. The trend goes as follows. We start with the smaller triangle, tan 45. It is opposite upon adjacent. Tan 45 is 1, cross multiply. So x is equals to y. Next, tan 30. It is opposite. Opposite is y. And adjacent is the complete package, this thing, x plus 1000. So it is going to be y upon x plus 1000. Tan 30, the value is 1 by root 3. Y upon x plus 1000. Cross multiply. So I will have x plus 1000 is equal to root 3y. In place of y, I am going to substitute x. So 1000 is equal to root 3x minus x. So 1000 is equal to, take x common. You're left out with root 3 minus 1. It comes down. 1000 upon root 3 minus 1 is equals to x. Whenever there is a root in the denominator, time and again I have told you all, rationalize. So multiply and divide by root 3 plus 1. Never put the value right now. So this becomes 1000 into root 3 plus 1. A minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square. That's going to be 3 minus 1, 2. So you will have 500. That's now 1.732 plus 1. So your answer should be 500 into 2.732. Whatever the answer is, that is the answer of x. So when you calculate this, you will be getting the distance of this stone from the hill. To find the distance of this stone from the hill, add 1000 to the previous answer. Hey, come on, yeah. Listen. When you solve this, you get an answer, right? You get an answer. That answer is the distance of this stone from the hill. If you want to find the distance of this stone, hey, come on, yeah. Isn't it 1000 plus x? X I just found out. So you add 1000 to it, you're going to get the distance of this stone from the hill. Are you understanding? Yeah, also nice questions, yeah. So after this, we shall encounter the last sum, which is a beautiful question. It is a question about image, about the bird, about the lake. So we will end up with an awesome sum in our pocket. All right, guys, the last question of this chapter in the crash course. From a point 36 meters above the surface of water. Let's say this is water. From a point 36 meters above the surface of water. The person is standing out here. He observes a bird. He observes a bird flying out here. Let's say this is a bird. My drawing is hopeless. Yeah, please, I'm sorry. When he observes the bird, the angle of elevation of the bird is found to be 30 degrees. Now, obviously, I'm going to make a horizontal, yes, a horizontal, in order to make an angle, 30 degrees. And that's the angle of elevation of the bird when I see from the top of some cliff, which is 36 meter high. Yeah, this is the object. Do you know one thing, students? Now, this lake, this is a lake. Lake acts as a mirror. And the distance between the object and the mirror is same as the distance between the mirror and the image. So let's say this is the image of the bird which is formed. And if I observe the image, the angle of depression comes out to be 60 degrees. Now this is how the diagram looks like. You extend this. It's a beautiful diagram. It's a beautiful diagram actually. Now what I said was, listen, I said that I am standing out here which is 36 meter above the lake, the sea level. I observe the bird in the air. I see it at an angle of 30 degrees. Now remember, the lake acts like a mirror. And obviously if I am standing in front of a mirror, my image is formed behind the mirror. And obviously, according to the physics law, the distance between the object and the mirror should be equal to the distance between the mirror and the image. That means, if I say this is 36, all of y'all, obviously, this should also be 36. Let from year to year, it be X. Let me name it now. A, B, C, D. Okay, so obviously this is going to be 36 plus X. Reason? Yeah, of course, because this entire is X plus 36 and this should also be X plus 36. This is how the diagram should look like. What do you have to find? Calculate. Find the actual height of the bird above the surface of the lake. I need to find X. So I can say X plus 36 is the actual height of the bird in the air above the surface of the lake. Right, now sum becomes easy. Diagram was important. Start with this triangle. Anything else given to you? Nothing, I guess. Let me call this as Y. Okay, so tan 30 to start with. It is opposite upon adjacent. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Cross multiply. Y is equal to root 3x. Put it as equation 1. Talking about the bottom triangle, that is in triangle CBD. This can be stated in triangle ABC. Alright, what happens in triangle CBD? Tan 60. Be cautious now. Tan 60 is opposite. Listen, opposite is right from here up till here. That will be 36 plus x. That makes it 72 plus x. I am repeating. Opposite starts from here up till here. So if you calculate 36 plus x, 36 plus 36 makes it 72 plus x upon the adjacent, which is y. So root 3 cross multiply. Y is equal to 72 plus x. In place of y, I will be substituting root 3x in this equation. So root 3 as it is, instead of y, root 3x is 72 plus x. Root 3 into root 3 makes it 3x is equal to 72 plus x. Get the x on the other side. Subtraction, 2x is 72. Therefore, x is equal to 36. So I don't want y. I'm not interested in y. I want x. Check. If I get x as 36, can I say from this point up till the lake, it is 36 plus 36. So the answer should be 72. So therefore, can I say the bird is at a distance of 72 meters from the lake surface, that is surface of the lake. That's the answer, right? So with this, guys, we complete the chapter of heights and distances. Go through this and I suppose you've understood it beautifully.